to your first of hopefully many COVID-19 reports. Although hopefully the report will be declining cases and declining deaths. Okay, let's go over here. Let's do this. Ireland, match case. Okay, so let's take a look now at what's going on in Ireland. So, since whenever the first date was, Ireland's reported 351,000 cases, 65 cases, 5,092 deaths. Hmm. But what you can see is, again, don't be misled by the numbers. Okay, don't be misled by cases. Remember this. As I said, I'm saying this for the benefit of the people in Ireland. The COVID-19 vaccine, the intention is not to keep you from getting the disease. Okay, it's to do two things. One is to reduce the severity of the disease if you do have it, and second, it's to reduce the chances that you'll die if you do catch it. Now, keep in mind, you know, the question of who lives and who dies is to a larger factor based on age. Okay, okay. So the question you should be asking is, first of all, I want you to notice when the cases begin to increase. Once again, there's that July number. Okay, Arlen. Once again, there's that July number. Okay, when we see cases starting to increase. They increased in Sweden, they increased in Israel and the US, both beginning in July. Of course, and despite the fact, as we know, that Ireland has a huge effort to vaccinate their people, cases are still going up. And you know what? And they will continue to go up. Okay, as long as we have a vaccine, it does not keep people from getting COVID-19. Okay, now let's take a look at deaths for Ireland. Now here's the point. You're talking 25 deaths. Plus, then back over here, now the question is 18th and 25th. So are you only reporting deaths? Does this mean there was no deaths over here? Or does this mean you just weren't reporting deaths? You only reporting deaths once a week. Okay. So here's deaths now. Yes, we are seeing an increase in deaths up to 18. That's the number I want you Irish people to focus. I want you to focus on the case, on the deaths. Okay. Because there's no point looking at cases if the vaccine won't prevent the cases. Okay? So don't be misled. Also, do not be misled by all this talk of, oh, per 100,000 people, this and that number. No, no. According to Washington University in the US, the single best measure of a pandemic is daily deaths, not hospital beds and not cases. Because as long as cases keep going up, guess what? Hospital beds are going to go up. The COVID-19 vaccine is not going to change those bed use numbers. Okay, what you need to be concerned with is deaths. And for the 7-day period ending August 27th, you were averaging 2.5 deaths per day. You know what? That's pretty doggone good numbers, my friends. That's pretty doggone good numbers, all right? What about weekly cases? Well, you can see your cases have topped out at about 1,250 per week, okay? But look where you came from, okay? Look where you came from. Look how low your deaths are again. This is 50 deaths. Your deaths are below maybe 25 per week. Don't be misled by all this talk of spikes in cases and deaths. The numbers are very good. And your vaccination program clearly has reduced the number of deaths. Okay? And you can see again, well, 2 months in a row increasing cases. Well, that's unfortunate, but it's still below this number here. All right? What about this? Look how low your deaths are. You haven't seen deaths this low since all the way back over here. Okay? Your deaths are still incredibly low, Arlen. That's the most important factor, okay? So this does conclude the report for Ireland for today. If you're in Ireland, if you find this report useful, click on the subscribe button to keep up to date. Click on the like button. Most important of all, click on the share button. Share this with your friends and family who live in Ireland or who live outside of Ireland. Share the good news that your COVID-19 cases are under control. Okay? Thanks so much, Ireland. We'll catch you later on. We'll catch you tomorrow with an updated report just to see how the numbers look.